Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I need to talk to you guys because it seems that you guys have pointed out in the last video's comments section. You guys, please talk in the comments section. I will reply. Some of you did say things about things that I left out, and I actually realized after I posted the video that I left out a few things.
I want a flamethrower. I'm serious. I lost. Flamethrower seems fair.
But then you guys actually caught me on other things like Scotty and Ed, which I totally didn't even notice because I was not paying attention to the clothes. I was just looking at the face. But yeah, so I left out, here's what Scotty looks like. This is Ed. Ed Getley. Ed Getley he appears in Evil Dead 2, and there he is. Amanda Fisher is introduced in Ash vs. the Evil Dead. I left her out as well. She appears in the first season. Map possibilities. There's plenty of content. So jumping right in, Ash's trailer park. You can see it in the game. Actually, in the trailer, you can see some of the RVs in the background, so that must be part of Ash's trailer park. I'm sure the devs will probably take the maps, and the set piece seemed kind of like a smaller, more contained area. I'm sure they're going to take the RV park probably and blow it up a little bit, make it more expanded, so that way it's an entire map. And they probably I'm sure the devs probably take liberties and add more woods and stuff around it that you could go in, and some extra props and assets. I can't wait to see what they do with these maps. Number 2, Value Stop. Value Stop, basically kind of like S-Mart in a way. That could be a full map, it depends on how big. Maybe you could go out into the parking lot around back of the store. In the store seem pretty large. Kind of fun for the fans to get that S-Mart feeling of running around killing deadites in the store, so that's going to be really cool. Kelly's house. Kind of a big house. They did explore some of the house. It'll be cool to see if the developers could take some freedoms with that kind of a map, because now you could do Kelly's house, the front of Kelly's house, the cars there. Maybe you could add some more houses out there. It seemed more like a farm area. Could be like a more rural type of area with a big centerpiece house in the middle to explore and beat up deadites in. So Books from Beyond would probably be part of a bigger area because it's such a small bookstore. They couldn't make an entire map out of Books from Beyond just because it's so small. So it would probably be like something an objective, you have to go in there for reasons, but then they could build around it, El Brujo's farm. I don't know how they would do El Brujo's farm because there's a big open field around the farm, so they might, if they did that, they'd have to do some liberties with the open field, but Brujo's farm could be interesting. The militia bunker. That one could be interesting because, down in the bunker, there's Lim, and then above the bunker, there's the whole outpost. Jacksonville Bar. I don't know how that's going to be a map, unless they take the bar and do something else with it, like make it part of the opening menu screen. The town of Elk Grove. So this is just going to be consisted of all kinds of other set pieces. The town of Elk Grove could be an entire map in itself, and then you kind of roam through the places. Like, for example, Ash's home. And then you have the crematorium, which is kind of outside Elks Grove. It's still in Elks Grove, but it's outside of the town. That could be a large map, and in and of itself just be an entire map. All the restaurants and bars around Elk Grove. So next we have the car derby. I don't know how that would be a map. That maybe you could go through the hallways and inside the derby area itself, not just the center part where Ash was at. Make it so you're running around the back end of the inside parts of the derby. Could be interesting. And then you have the police station. That was a really fun set piece. I hope they put the police station in. Could be really fun. It's about a medium-sized kind of an area, looks like, so there might have to be some areas around the police station you could visit, you know? And then after that, another great set piece, could be an entire map in and of itself, is the mental hospital. The mental hospital, holy shit. I hope they do it. That's that just sends all kinds of vibes, because there's so many horror movies that do so many great hospital set pieces. The sperm bank, that could be part of Elk Grove in general, adding that in as just a small kind of a set piece within a larger town. Brock's hardware store, again, could be part of the larger town map, complete with the basement, you know. Mrs. Previtt's house, that could be a big whole entire map in and of itself, because you could have the inside, which is a really large house, lots of rooms that didn't get seen, so there's some developer freedom, you know, creative freedom there. You could go outside the house if the map is not big enough and the developers want to do more with it. Maybe you could go outside, you know, there's a driveway, backyard, maybe there's a little bit of woods back there behind Mrs. Previtt's place. The high school. Holy crap. One of my favorites, the high school. You guys, high school is a classic. You know, you have one of the Halloween movies took place in high school, and Carrie, and so many others. And last year had a high school, and everybody loved that. So let's see what this team can do with a high school map. I hope they throw Coogie in. The funeral home is a very small set piece, so I don't know how they would do that. It would probably be, again, part of the entire town. And then finally, the Dead Rift area. Now, the Dead Rift area probably wouldn't work as a map necessarily, but the other thought that I had is that it could be included in a game mode where when you die in the normal game area, you travel to the dead area or the Dead Rift area, and you have to survive a certain dark demonic force, while another player in the normal world opens a rift to pull a player back into the game. But that would require some simultaneously world tech, you know, where one player is sent to the rift having to survive while other players simultaneously are still playing in the normal world, and then having to pull them back in at some point. Every time you die, it would get harder and harder to survive the dark demon that pulls you to hell, which means you're dead indefinitely. That's like it. You're done. You can't respawn after that happens. So that's it. There's like 20 locations in total to work with in various maps. Some of those will probably have to be kind of pulled together in one larger map for Elk Grove. But these are all really fun ideas, fun locales. And if those of you haven't seen Ash vs. the Evil Dead, first go watch the 2 movies. If you haven't seen those, then watch this series. You will love the set pieces that I just mentioned and teased you with in these visuals. So yeah, go watch it. It's a great series. You guys go look it up on Rotten Tomatoes. So yeah, if you guys want to keep up with the live streams and you want to play with the Evil Dead community that's starting to grow over here, go over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Laphin. I'll see you guys over there. Thank you guys for coming in and enjoying another Evil Dead video. This one was really fun to put together. I'm waiting for them to drop more info so I can make some more and we can talk more about the series and the movies. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, au revoir, toodaloo.